Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd just do a quick day in my life. It's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but I'm getting my hair redone. So I'm getting my extensions taken out because they're sticking out everywhere. I'm going a little bit darker, and then I'm getting an extra pack put in on top of the two that I already have. And we're dyeing the hair extensions a little bit darker because in some lights, like even now, you guys can see it kind of comes off with like a red undertone, and I don't want that. I'd rather have like really dark, like almost black hair than have red hair. So, I mean, not that I don't want red hair, I just mean like for me. I don't like this undertone on me. So that is what I'm doing. Then I work 1 to 4 at Betts, which is why I'm literally in the most casual thing ever. And then I might go to the gym. And I also have to do a job application as well tonight. But my hair is pretty much the thing that like we're doing today. So because I'm getting my hair done, I didn't put on any makeup, also because I'm working at Betts, so it doesn't really matter. But I didn't put on any makeup just because it's all going to come off anyway when they wash my hair. But yeah, I'm gonna leave and go get my hair done. You can see how red it is. It's so red. Okay, so I am back home now. I just finished at work, but this is my hair. I guess I didn't really show you guys. It looks black. It's not, it's just really dark brown. If I go into the light, it might be a bit better. But yeah, so yeah, that is pretty much what it looks like. I'm super happy with it. So I pretty much decided not to go to the gym. I'm gonna go tomorrow morning because I have the whole day off tomorrow. I also got this hairbrush at the hairdresser's. It's like one that doesn't get tangled in your hair extensions when you brush, so that they don't, like, you don't accidentally rip them out with your hairbrush. Just looks like this. It's just, and like I can brush from the top of my head all the way down, and like it doesn't get stuck in my hair extensions somehow. I don't really know how it works, but yeah, so I got that. I also, you guys would have saw like the 2 clips of me dress shopping. I ended up getting the black dress because I was debating whether or not to get the black or the green-ish dress, and my basic ass got the black one just to be on the safe side. But I'm just editing a video now, and then I'm gonna do this job application that I really need to do. But Clancy should be home soon, and I'm thinking we might go for a walk when he gets home. And oh no, but I work tomorrow. Oh no, tomorrow's Thursday. I keep thinking tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday, and then on Friday I work, and then I take Clancy to his dentist appointment. This video is probably going to be called a daily vlog, but I might film today and tomorrow because I'll put like my gym stuff in tomorrow as well. And I'm pretty sure we have to do a massive grocery haul tomorrow, so we can put like a grocery haul, massive grocery shop, and I can do a grocery haul tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to do some editing. I'm editing my makeup video that went up before this one. I will link that up here, right here, if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, that is about it. I'm just pretty much waiting for Clancy to get home, and then hopefully we'll go for a walk. I don't know if he finishes at 5:30 or 6. But if he finishes at 5:30, he should be home in about half an hour to 40 minutes. So that will give me enough time to finish editing, potentially start doing this job application. If not, I'll do some when he gets home. And we've already got dinner sorted pretty much, so we're just having like fish and chips to just chuck them in the oven and cook them. I'm gonna keep editing, and I will see you a bit later. Good morning guys, so I'm at the gym this morning. It's like 6:10 or something like that. 11:06. Oh, you can't see that. That was a pretty good guess. But I'm just heading to the gym. I was a bit lazy today and decided to drive instead of walk, but at least I'm still going, so that's positive in my opinion. And then I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to film, just because I know that like 6 to 7 before people start like leaving to go and get ready for like their 9 to 5 job is busier, because that's what they said when I joined, and I was like, I don't really want to come when it's busy. When is it busy? And they were like, oh, it's busy from like 6 to 7, 7:30 before work, and then like pretty much like 5:36 to 7 after work. And she was like, oh, what time would you probably come? And I was like, 6 to 7. She was like, yeah, that's probably our busiest time. But it's a small gym, so I'm hoping that even when it's busy, it's not too busy. But I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film. Today, because I'm feeling a little bit lazy, I'm still going to do deadlifts, but I don't think I'm going to do, and I'm going to do like the bike cardio to warm up. But apart from that, I'm not going to do any legs. So I'm pretty much just going to do arms. I want to do abs, because I did abs the other day and I was actually so good. But yeah, so I'm going to head in and then go home and then get ready, and then me and Clancy are gonna do some like errandy things today, so exciting, and finish that job application because it's due tonight, but I'm literally nearly done, so I think I'll be fine. So yeah, let's go. Also, I forgot my headphones and I'm really not looking forward to not having them. Okay, sorry about the really bad lighting. I have like no source of light in front of me. It's all like coming from over there. But I got back from the gym, I just did my makeup. I couldn't film in the gym because there were lots of people there and I was the only girl there, and I was like, I'm not filming in front of all these people because they're all using the weights and that's what I wanted to use. So I was in there for like 45 minutes I think, because I got there at like 6:10 and I got home at like 7ish. Anyway, I'm having a Milo and just watching some YouTube before Clancy gets home, and then we are going to go pay for his dentist appointment tomorrow. We're going to go to Lost Vintage and see if they have anything good. Then we're going to uni. I'm going to finish my application, send it off, do some editing if I have some time, because I have a video that I almost deleted the footage for. Would have been the video, 2 videos before this one. I almost deleted the footage for. Just before I did, I didn't, and I was like, oh, I hadn't downloaded that video yet, but I accidentally deleted the movie, like the iMovie, but not the footage. So I need to pretty much edit the whole thing again, but that's alright. At least I still have it. At least it's not like a week that, because it was a whole week that I filmed. At least it wasn't just like a week wasted. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I'm watching Susie J. Todd do a Zafra review, and I'm gonna wait for Clancy to get home. I will catch up with you guys probably when we leave.
I don't know where I put your card.
Good morning everybody, it is Thursday today. So I feel like I filmed really like scattered yesterday. So me and Clancy went out for breakfast, then we went to Lost Vintage, then we went to the uni and did heaps of uni work, which I actually didn't end up filming because he had a meeting with like the uni people, but it actually didn't take him that long, and then we kind of just chilled while working out like stuff next year. Pretty much I submitted my job application, so that's all done on a confirmation email, and then I went we drove to 𝘬𝘓. I dropped Clancy off, and I drove to Queanbeyan to go to the Service New South Wales to get my working with children's check done, which is all sorted now, but oh my god, it was like a bit of a hassle. So I got there and I pretty much done the application form online the night before, and I got there and one of the forms of ID I used was my student ID, which I left at home. So I went in and I was like, I'm so sorry, I've like come all the way here and I've just realized I've left it at home, can I change it? And they're like, yes, but you have to fill out the application form. So I was like, oh yeah, no, that's fine, I'll do it. So I was filling out the application form and the site was down, and then someone came up to me and said, why don't you try it on the computer, and then the Wi-Fi will be okay and hopefully it won't shut down. I tried doing that like 10 times, adding all my details. Like, trust me, I had my details memorized the amount of times I had to try and refill that piece of paper or that form. Then the woman came over and tried to help me. She was like, oh, maybe if their server's down, that's why it's not working, maybe you can call them and see if they can fix it. So I gave them a call and I was like, oh hey, I'm just trying to apply for my Working with Children's check, but it's not going through the website. And she was literally just like to me, yeah, we're having problems with the website. And I was like, okay, you're gonna give me more than that. And she was like, you're gonna have to try again later. And I was like, ugh. I tried again like a couple more times, and then I was like, oh, okay, like I'll just come back. And like me registering for my children's check, I have it as Cooma as my address because it's like kind of like my official address, like my driver's license and everything. So she was like, oh, there's one in Cooma, you can go to the one in Cooma. And I was like, oh no, I actually don't live there, I'm just here in Canberra for uni, so I'm actually leaving Canberra when I finish uni. And that's why you don't have to like put it as your official address. If you're not like, if you're here for uni purposes and you know you're gonna leave, you don't have to put it as your official address. You can put your home address. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, it's fine, I'll just come back. Anyway, I got in the car, had a bit of a cry. I was like, this is so annoying. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it on my phone one more time, just in case. And then it freaking worked. So then I went back in and I was like, oh, I got the number, it worked. Anyway, I sorted it out, but lucky I did try, because I actually went back in and sorted out my driver's license issue, because a couple of months while I was in Cuba, I did go to the Cooma New South Wales Centre to renew my driver's license, or to upgrade it, because I was going from my green piece to my full license. And then I paid for it and everything, and they said it will be sent out, so I got it sent to mum in Cooma. I am talking so fast. Anyway, it never turned up. So I was like, oh, I know my ticket was to do with this, but can you help me with this as well? Like, my driver's license hasn't shown up. Is there any way to resend it? I don't want to have to like repay for it because I've already paid for it. And she was like, oh, did you just not receive it? And I was like, yeah, we got like a change of address form sent to our house, but we never actually got the new license card sent to my house. And she was like, oh no, we can send it. And then I was like, can I get it sent to ACT address, even though it's a New South Wales license? She was, yes, because you can have your postal address as something different than your home address. And I was like, okay, awesome. So I got it sent here. So hopefully it should arrive soon. But anyway, she was like, do you want to take a new photo for it? And I was like, oh my god, yes, actually, because when I went to get my license done before, they didn't take my photo, they just like renewed it. So she's like, do you want a new photo for it? And I was like, oh my god, yes, because obviously I have dark hair now, and I want to have dark hair on my license photo because then it'll actually look like me. I mean, not that it wouldn't with like a different color hair, but anyway, that was a whole big thing. And then you would have seen I was editing at the cafe, but I literally think that's like the only thing I filmed after me saying hello yesterday. I'm about to head to work, so I'm working 8:45 to 11:45 because then I have to come back and pick up Clancy because he's getting his wisdom teeth out today. So I have to come back and pick him up and take him and look after him. So I'm probably going to do a little bit more like work at the hospital and stuff. I'm taking my jumper that I got from Lost Vintage yesterday in case it's cold in the hospital, but it's so cute. It's like this little Eeyore jumper, and it's like embroidered. It's so cute. So I picked that up, and then Clancy got one that was like the Nike one, which is similar to mine, but it's like a bit of a lighter grey. But anyway, I should probably head to work, get these 3 hours out of the way, and then come and get Clancy. I've got to change of clothes so I can just pick him up and we can just go, so that we're there in time. But yeah, whew, I just talked for like 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna head to work now. I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, hello everybody. I don't know if the angle is any good, and I'm really sorry for the noise. I'm right in the car and too have the aircon on because it is so hot today. But it's Saturday today, so I haven't talked to you guys since I was out for lunch. So I was actually out for lunch after Clancy got admitted and everything. I went and got some food because I actually hadn't been eating since he hadn't been eating. I hadn't really planned to do that, but that's just how it worked out, because I then had to go to work and then come home. We did have a little bit of a stress when I was leaving work, because I had to leave work at 11:45 to give myself at least an hour, like I've mentioned in my last video or at the beginning of this one. I forget that I needed to go get him, like leave work, get all the way home, get him, take him to the hospital, and then, you know, get all the forms filled out, and then wait until they were like ready to go. But we have a problem at the Westfield car park because there's literally not enough car parks for anyone that works there. There's like one staff car park, and it's definitely not big enough to fit everyone that works there. And it was a Friday, it was Black Friday as well, so it was the busiest day that people were going to be, like the most people are going to be at work. And the staff car park gets pretty full, like regardless of whether or not it's a busier day or it's the weekend or whatever. I mean a weekday or whatever, because more people work on the weekdays than the weekends. So there's not enough car parks, so people will just like kind of park wherever they can find a spot, whether or not it's actually like a designated car park or anything, which means sometimes it blocks other people from getting through. But today, sometimes you're allowed to you're able to get through, but it's like super tight because they've just kind of parked somewhere on the like around it. It's really hard to explain, but anyway, they park where they shouldn't, and it stops people from like getting through easily. But I was going to leave, so I was driving around and someone was like blocking the road, and I was like, okay, well, what's going on here? Anyway, it was this lady in a big, like, it was like a Toyota, it was like a Kluger or something, I'm not 100% sure, but I know it was like a bigger car. And she like got out and she like yelled at us and she was like, you guys need to back up because I have a big car and I can't get through because they've blocked the way off. And anyway, the guy that was in, because it was her and then there was a guy in front of me and then there was me, but the guy in front of me was trying to find a park, so he actually ended up parking where she was parked before she like was trying to get out. Anyway, so he parked and left, and then I got out to see how big the actual gap was, because I was like, if she's just like being a bitch about her car and isn't even trying to get through, then like I'm gonna be really mad, because I have to get home, because I have to take like the appointment's at 12:45. like I need to make sure that I get there in time to take Clancy to his appointment, otherwise I'm gonna be the reason that he's late and all this kind of stuff. And you know how hospitals work, like if one person's late, everyone else is fucking pushed back. Anyway, she was on the phone to Westfield, and then I was kind of like standing around, like not like right at the door of her car, but like I was a couple cars down. I'm not explaining it very well, but anyway, I was like kind of near her door, because I was going to ask her, because I have a really small car, if potentially she could back up. I didn't say it in a rude way. If she could back up and I could potentially try and squeeze past, because I had a smaller car and I had somewhere to be. And she got out of her car, and I think that she was expecting me to be like, get the fuck out of the way, what are you doing? So she was like to me, I'm blocked in, I can't move. And I did the like to her, so I was like, oh, like I'm really sorry, but I have a bit of a smaller car, I was running trying to squeeze past because I have to take my partner to get his wisdom teeth out, and the appointment's at 12:45 and I'm running late. And then I think she felt really bad that she just yelled at, so she was like, oh my god, no. And apparently like she'd gotten a phone call saying that like her husband needed her to come home because like he could have had like a concussion or something. She was like, oh okay, well you guys are gonna have to back up. And by this point 2 other people had come behind me, and they'd gone, because I'd moved right over so that I could give her room to move back so that I could go through if she like agreed to do it. Anyway, someone had driven up past my car to the back of her car, and we were like, we can't get through, I'm going to try and get through because I have a small car. And then someone else came behind them, and so I was like, you're not going first, like back up. And they were like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh, like sorry. And he was like, oh, not your fault. And those 2 people backed up. And she was on the phone to Westfield saying like, this is ridiculous, people park where they shouldn't all the time. And I was like in the position, because like you can never judge people's like situations and stuff, I guess. So I wasn't as mad at the people that had parked where they shouldn't be, but at Westfield, because they hadn't provided the, you know, appropriate amount of car parks for people that actually worked in the centre. And I used to complain about all that stuff all the time when I first started working there, and I was like, this is so stupid. But then I started working later shifts and been getting to work with it when in car parks, and I had to start doing that. I never parked where I was going to block someone off, but I was kind of parking in places that my small car would fit. But I always made sure I was out of the way. But I was like, oh, I understand that they, you know, because then like you have to think about the fact that, like, if you're late for work, there are two types of way of thinking. Like, one puts blame on the person and one puts blame on the situation. And I forget what they're like properly called, but those are the kind of two like ideals behind the way that someone places blame on someone. So someone, it's like internal and external factors, I think, kind of. I'm not sure. Like, one manager could be like, if you're late to work, one manager could be like, oh, well, they're late, they're lazy, they just don't care, they don't care about getting here on time. Whereas another manager's going to be like, okay, well, maybe they got stuck in traffic, maybe they couldn't find a park. You know what I mean? It's two different ways of thinking of it. And if you have a manager that thinks the latter, then like, or the first one, I don't know how to really use that phrase properly, but if you have a manager that thinks the first lot and like, oh, they're lazy, they don't want to be here, they don't care about work, rather than thinking like, oh, well, they couldn't get a park and they had to park somewhere where they couldn't, then like, of course you're going to park somewhere where you couldn't because you're worried about being late to work, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm rambling on. So that happened. I managed to squeeze through, and when I say it was close, I mean it was close. I was driving through that little gap between those two cars thinking, well, when am I going to hit the scrape? When am I going to hear my car scraping? But anyway, and I did feel bad because the three people, like me and the two cars behind me, were actually able to squeeze through because we had smaller cars and she just like couldn't get through. So she was stuck and we were kind of like, we'll see her. So I did feel bad about that, but I also was like, well, I need to get home. So anyway, we got there, Clancy got admitted, he got taken in, I went and had lunch. I did some uni, I did some editing, and then I went back and just waited. I could have probably done a little bit more. I did kind of just go back and like wait for the last hour and a half for him to come. And then so after the operation, you get put in post-recovery, and then you get put in like a different kind of recovery, like where like people that were waiting for you can like sit with you in recovery rather than you being like isolated, I guess, kind of. So then he came out and like we had like, I like helped him like kind of have some food, and he kind of had to sleep because he was tired. And then today we've just been looking after him. But the reason I'm actually in the car after about 25 minutes of fucking talking, the reason I'm actually in the car is in my last video we were talking about getting an iPad, and well, we actually ordered it this morning, and I ordered my little pen with it as well, so I'm really happy. But yeah, I am picking that up now, so I'm really excited. We're gonna do like maybe unbox it at home, set it up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I was mentioning in my other videos, pretty much just so Clancy can watch movies and videos and stuff before he goes to work in the morning, and then for me to take to uni and use for tutorials and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going there a little bit early because I don't know whether I have to, you have to like book a pickup time, and I booked 1:45 to 2, so I don't know if I just turn up at 1:45 I then have to wait to get in, or I just go straight in. So I'm going there a little bit early just in case I do have to wait my turn, and waiting in line to then make sure I'm at the front of the line to get in at 1:45, so I'm not 100% sure. But that's what I'm doing just in case. And if I like ask them and be like, oh, do I have to wait around in the line, or can I come back at 1:45 and just like go in and get it? If they say I can just go in and get it, then I guess I'll just like have a walk around, but like that's no dramas really. So yeah, I guess I will check in with you guys once I've picked it up. Alrighty, so I was literally in there for about 2 seconds. I literally just had to wait outside, and then someone came and brought it to me, but here we go. There we are. I'll take it home because obviously Clancy will want to open it with me, and then I will show you guys. Hi guys, so I'm using a filter because I look gross and I just woke up. But I'm editing this video and I realized I didn't end the video, so I just thought I'd end it here. If you did like this video, make sure to like and subscribe down below, as well as follow me on my social media. Everything will be in the description below, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!